What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Rope Monster here, and let me start out by saying it has been a brutal week. It's not always rainbows and butterflies in Playa del Carmen. So we got hit, as most of you know, with a tropical cyclone Alberto, and that was fun for like the first day, but then it just kind of dragged on and continued to rain for about a week straight. This is the nicest weather we've had in a while. And then me and Anna both got food poisoning. And then on top of all that, poor Anna, she got dengue fever for the first time in her life. And dengue is a potentially life-threatening mosquito-borne illness for those of you who don't know. So please leave your get well wishes for the both of us in the comments below, but especially for Anna. She's still really struggling and really suffering with that. I myself am just now getting up and about, been living on rice porridge, so it's been rough, but I'm back at it, bringing you guys content. And in today's video, we're going to do an update on Punta Esmeralda, and I'm also going to show you guys a really nice option for swimming here in town that never has any sargasso. And the reason there's no sargasso there is that it's a cenote, but it's free, and it seems like very few people know about this. Locals know about it, obviously, but it seems underutilized by tourists. I don't see a lot of expats at this cenote, but it is beautiful. And so we're going to check that out. For those of you who stick around to the end of the video, that will be featured at the end as it's toward the end of our walk. So let's go check out Punta Esmeralda and this lesser known cenote. Let's go, guys. All right guys, so first of all, to get here, you can start from 5th Avenue and walk all the way up to 88th, and then use that entrance and walk north from there. Or to get to this entrance, you can walk up to about 108th, and you'll see signs for Punta Esmeralda. And this is the Punta Esmeralda entrance that I'm using today. And in a previous video titled Secret Spots of Playa del Carmen Part 2, I walk that way. And so today we're not going to walk that way. Today we're going to focus on the part just immediately south of this sign here and check in on things. So the first thing I noticed is the palapas did survive. I noticed they put some barricades and rocks and kind of anchors here to keep them from washing away, because I imagine they got pummeled by the wind and the tide during the storm. So nice to be back out and about, guys. The food poisoning was brutal. What happened there, just really quickly, I ran out of what I usually use to wash my fruits, and I bought some strawberries. Usually I use apple cider vinegar or something like that to wash my fruits, and this time around I was like, well, I'll just rinse them with some water and it'll be fine, and it was not fine. So be aware of that. And then as far as the dengue, just use a lot of bug spray and be aware of your sleeping environment, because if you go to sleep and there's a few mosquitoes in your place and one of them is carrying dengue and that mosquito decides to feed on you, then you're probably going to get dengue. So be aware of that. I've met people down here from the UK and elsewhere who had never heard of dengue fever, so I do want to use this video as an opportunity to bring awareness to that. And now back to the beach. You can see out here, they're doing a fantastic job from what I've seen of cleaning up all this sargassum, which is so good to see, because this is one of my favorite little getaways. When I don't really feel like playing volleyball or being social, this is where I come to just kind of meditate and chill. So there's still some sargassum in the water there. That's kind of unavoidable. But the reason I like this little spot is you can see here there's very little sargassum on the beach, or what's left of the beach. There's never too much of a beach here to begin with, guys. So this is fairly normal. And the water is nice. It's pretty clear here, as you can see. And the sargassum tends to kind of come in from the north and then accumulate in the corner here and then onward to the south. In the beach we covered in the last update, Playa 88, 72, and Palacio. So, but as you can see here, the water is really nice. Definitely good enough for wading and just kind of a place to come relax and get your feet wet. And I love these low-hanging palms. They provide some shade and just a vibe that's hard to explain. Hopefully it comes through in the video. One thing also to be aware of though, for the first time ever, I was walking through here a while back and I saw some sea urchins, which is not something I've seen here. So do not step on those little spiky fellas, they hurt. I'm rocking the Keens today just in case I miss one and step on it. So be aware of that, guys. Little sea urchin awareness in the video as well. So there you have that section, guys, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful for you Instagrammers and people who just like taking nice family photos or selfies. If you look at how that's framed, it's a really nice spot to just come take photos as well. And now we're gonna come down here a little bit farther to the south, and I'm gonna show you something that I'm not sure a lot of you are aware of. And I know what some of you may be thinking, no caguamon, no beer for me in this video. Well, first of all, it's like 9 a.m. And secondly, I'm getting over that food poisoning still. So yes, no beer in this video. I did have some coffee and I don't want to push my luck. Hopefully in the next one, guys. So what you can see here is they're clearing out this river even more to let the water flow freely through here. And they're also raking up the sargassum into little piles and hauling that away. But where they're dumping that for the short term, guys, is just right over beyond that piece of heavy machinery. Right there, just beyond the lifeguard tower. And you want to be north of that pile of sargassum. The prevailing wind blows from north to south here. If you're south of that, it's going to smell really strongly. And so here, this is the swimming spot I was talking about, guys. I know the water doesn't look super beautiful, but a lot of this kind of reddish hue is from the mangrove forests, and those mangroves are flooded with rainwater right now. So a lot of this reddish hue is just sediment coming from the mangroves. But the water's cool and refreshing. I'm walking through it right now, and it is pretty clear. And there's no sargassum ever in here because it's not the ocean. So usually there are some swings right here, but they have those roped off for some reason right now. It looks like maybe there was some damage to the beam here supporting it. I don't know if you guys can see that in the video, but it is cracked. So that might be, whoa, yeah, okay, I'm seeing it here too. That makes sense. Maybe people got a little overzealous with their swinging, or maybe this was from the storm, but I can see why they don't want people on this at the moment. Hopefully they get that fixed soon. So if you guys were hoping to come take the iconic Punta Esmeralda swing pictures, you may have to put those particular plans on hold for a little bit. That's unfortunate for sure. All right, moving on. We have a number of free palapas right here. Really nice spot here, and there is a lifeguard on duty today. That's not him in the tower. The lifeguard's actually down there. The guy up in the tower, I don't know what he's doing. He's probably just chilling up there. You can see now the view from here is absolutely gorgeous. And so if you want to just have a picnic and play some soccer or frisbee or something like that, this is a nice spot to do it. There's a little bit of machinery noise early in the mornings because usually they put in the work before the heat of the day, but I'm glad to see them doing it. And then here, without further ado, I promised you guys a free cenote. Cenote, I don't know what the name of it is, but you can see these red mangroves. You can see a lot of wildlife. There was just a heron there. I'm not sure if you saw, I think it's a heron. But there's a lot of bird watching and wildlife here. And then these red mangroves. You can see here, mangle rojo. And like I said, the water's a little red from the flooding, but overall super refreshing and rich in minerals. And this is a place where I pretty much just see locals, families, kids hanging out. The water's really shallow, so it's a safe place for kids. And you can see here too, we have, I'm not sure if you can see this little guy here, another species of bird there, which I don't know if I've ever seen one of those. So that's pretty cool. And then another benefit, guys, I mentioned families, the water is shallow, but another benefit here is you do have the lifeguard tower right here, and the lifeguard is there. So it makes it a little easier to watch your kids and rest easy knowing that there is another set of eyes on the job. And so this guy's letting me get pretty close to him. Thanks, buddy. You want to be a YouTuber as well? So you can see, guys, the water is coming in from that mangrove forest back there. And when that is the case, see, there is a fence right there. This guy is not shy. Let me know in the comments if you know what kind of bird that is. I would love to know. I should probably know that, but you can't know everything. All right, guys. So there is a fence right here, but one thing to be aware of, I was just talking with a friend of mine about this, who knows Mexico very well. And during rainy season, sometimes crocodiles get kind of flooded out and don't want to stay back there, and they come out. So I don't want to instill fear in anyone or keep anyone from coming here and enjoying this with all the talk of dengue and urchins and crocodiles, but there are crocodiles in there. And there's a little pond on the way out to Playa 72. If you see that to your left on the way out to Playa 72, there's a little pond there, and oftentimes there's a crocodile in that pond with his head sticking out. And I think it's always the same one. He's just been growing and getting bigger and bigger over the months. And so lately I haven't seen him. So it begs the question, where did he go? Is he lurking around here somewhere? I don't know. But I'm here to just at least bring that to your attention. Well, like I said, not a big risk. I don't really think there's been any reported crocodile attacks here. So nothing to be too worried about. Also, guys, there are signs that mention, bull sharks and tiger sharks, but those are typically beyond the reef, which is a couple hundred meters out there. You have to go way out to the deep, deep blue to see sharks typically. So also don't be worried when it comes to the shark issue, even though they put signs up. And then, hey, what's up, guys? Buen provecho. And then the very last thing I wanted to mention for a second time is here is this pile of sargassum right here that I talked about. If you stay to the north of that, you really can't even smell it. If you go to the south of it, it is awful. Like, it's really enough to make your eyes water and enough to make you gag. So avoid that, guys. So there you have it, guys. Punta Esmeralda update. Things are looking overall pretty good here. I enjoyed my walk today. I enjoyed taking you guys with me. Thanks for stopping in. Definitely smash the like button if you found anything useful in the video. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And come check out this free cenote right here. If you're in the Playa 88 area, why not? The water's refreshing. There's no seaweed. And you've got all these palapas. You can set up a picnic and just enjoy the day. And then you have this like oasis vibe right here with all this kind of palm grove and this river. It's a really cool vibe. So check it out, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you haven't seen the last couple of beach updates, I'll leave links to those here and right here. And I will see you guys in the next one. Time to cross this river and get back to Anna. I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. Rope Monster out.